Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimeav making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimeav is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Khamzat Chimeav enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, folks, here we go. All eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise in the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the #1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. This is the guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to greatness.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on a big stage yet again. Well, no air conditioning, no problem. We're ready to go with more live action from Nassourdine here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimeav. And now, introducing the champion, fighting corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Nassourdine Imavov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, so here is France's Nassourdine Imavov, trains under the great Fernand Lopez there at the factory in Paris, France, and he's already got some pretty big scalps on his resume, trying to reel in another big one here tonight. And while he does have a lot of confidence in his striking, he believes his grappling is going to be...
Big double leg, double change. Oh, he got to the spot. Big ground and pound.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Nassourdine Imavov's back in full mount, and very effective with the ground and pound.
He's got to be careful here.
Let's go. You got to scramble here.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Imavov is able to flatten him out. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of this back by Chimeav. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Just over 2 minutes now to go. He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishment.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Under a minute now to go. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you control it. Now he's trying to guillotine. Now he's in trouble.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Breathing and recover. Excellent job that last round. Your accuracy is through the roof. I want you to keep doing that. Put those combinations together. Everything is...
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Ready.
Second round here. Oh, and there's that inside leg kick. And just slap yourself hard on the inside of your leg and tell me how that feels.
I mean, it really hurts because that's the soft
Right.
part of your leg. So you land that over and over again, the guy will have a very tough time maneuvering out of a lot of things.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by Nassourdine Imavov. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Nice jab there by Khamzat Chimeav.
Awesome level change. Great timing. He passes the half. Oh, right into mount. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimeav.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to start throwing now.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Beautiful transition.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Oh, nice right hand.
He's very close to the finish here. All right, setting up for a submission now.
What a tight armbar.
Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead.
Getting the mount here.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Chimaev's now dealing with a cheek cut.
great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Good round.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now where is the...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
That left hook is crazy. There's another one.
Oh, nice entry to get the takedown. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chimeav. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Well, that combination's gonna leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Khamzat Chimeav. Oh, he could be a one-eyed fighter here pretty soon. That left eye's starting to shut.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now.
Chimaev's trying for a submission here. Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm. I don't know.
He starts to extend the elbow. Sliding back out.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Imavov's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now.
Nice transition.
Side control now. Good work from the top here by Khamzat Chimeav. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a Darce choke attempt here. That Darce choke is tight. Oh, he's getting submitted.
Wow, he gets out and now reverses position.
Beautiful submission defense by this guy. He was constantly under attack.
Grappler's delight tonight. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Imavov's eye does not look real good right now. It actually is starting to swell shut, so that will be something that bears watching as this fight continues. A series of punches from the top here by Chimeav. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, well, that's the end of the round, so the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling out of that cut there. You got to think maybe at some point they call the doctor in, and if he doesn't like what he sees, maybe they stop this fight. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5, and this is the time where fighters are really tested. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly leg.
Huge left. Oh, flying knee up top.
Boom! Big jab.
All right, pausing the action here. The referee is going to intervene, and he will call on the doctor to look at that cut on his cheek. Pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's a nasty cut, but the blood goes down. into the face. Hey, you might taste some iron, but it should not affect your vision.
Yeah, you got to stop the fight, man. I mean, I know the cut's not in a bad place, but his face is rearranged. You got to protect the athlete.
You have to. You have to.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and